Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Aries for the mid-November time frame. You decide what that means to you. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Aries. In the past position, we have the Sun, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. In the obstacle position, we have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Three of Wands reversed. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in the present position, clarified by the Three of Pentacles. And in the future outcome, we've got the Hierophant, clarified by Justice. So the Sun is really a positive card, and even though it is placed in the past position, it still kind of overlooks the rest of the spread, and it really kind of increases the value of positive cards, and it sort of decreases the value of negative cards. It's really a powerful omen to have, the Sun in the past position as actually in any position as well. But when you have the Sun in your reading, it's a reminder to you regardless of what position it is in, that there was a time where you were successful, where everything came together for you. And so it is possible to achieve that sort of level of nourishment, of care, of positivity, of optimism, of dreams coming true, of things happening for you. The divine reminds you that, you still have some things to accomplish. You still have some things to smile about. It, may require some work. It may require some dedication, some commitment, but, it's a very positive omen to have the Sun in your reading. And of course, anytime the Sun is paired, like in this particular case, the Sun is paired with Two of Pentacles, which, is still a very positive combination. It suggests that you were really positive about maybe prioritizing things. The Two of Pentacles is usually a card of juggling things. It's a card of having different priorities and whatnot. Perhaps, trying to achieve that balance of things at home and things at work and things perhaps with friends, or maybe it could be juggling responsibilities, where you promise to help this person and you promise to pay that and you promise to, stop by and drop off something, and it's just kind of like coupled with the Sun, the combination suggests to me that in the past you were basically able to do so much, like almost everything, and everything was kind of going amazingly well. It could be that, in your childhood you had wonderful moments. It could be that in more recent times you had wonderful moments. But one thing is really clear: when you have the Sun in the past position, it suggests to me that you have a really wonderful foundation. There are attributes that you have in your character, in your personality, that please, the divine, please people around you. It's a very positive card, and it's just a really amazing omen for the rest of the reading. And of course, it suggests to me that your November is going to be quite pleasant for you. You're going to accomplish some things. You're going to, achieve major milestones as well. So definitely pay attention to that. Definitely make sure you practice compassionate talk. Make sure that you are, you treat yourself with the respect that you give to others as well. But it's a very positive spread for the month of November and during sort of that middle part as well. In the obstacle position, we have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Three of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is generally a very positive card. Usually cards that have like a warm yellowish background are known to be quite positive, and they bring wonderful things, uplifting things, optimistic things, loving things, warm things, into your life, perhaps through people, perhaps through situations. But the Queen of Pentacles in this position is actually in the obstacle position, which means that, while she may be resourceful and trustworthy trustworthy and big-hearted, in like a normal position. In the obstacle, it suggests to me that maybe you're not feeling control, like real strict control over your emotions, which may be creating a little bit bumps along the road for you. It could be that you are feeling like, you're constantly perhaps worried about money, that you may not have enough money, or there are big, expenses that could be coming up. It could be influencing you. And coupled with the Three of Wands in reverse, it could be that you're not seeing really a lot of opportunities. It could be that, things are a little bit not progressing, like they're stuck, they're perhaps even, there are setbacks, if you will. But definitely there's a little bit lack of progress and a little bit of anxiety going on, maybe some frustration, maybe some regret of opportunities gone by, or of kind of allowing opportunities to sort of, to pass you by because you were focused by something else and you really didn't think that you may have needed that. Definitely there's a little bit of self-doubt, as well in this combination together. But in the present position, you've got the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Pentacles, which is really amazing. The Seven of Pentacles is a really wonderful card, and it suggests that financially you're not there yet, but you're getting to the point where, you may feel that stability that you want. You may feel that security that you want. And coupled with the Three of Pentacles, definitely, this card is all about teamwork and collaboration, or maybe even creating something that other people are sort of like looking and saying, wow, how did you do that? Share your knowledge, show us, share your expertise, perhaps. Definitely, the Three of Pentacles is a really positive card. It suggests that you maybe are kind of liked by others. Others are looking, towards you for advice or guidance. It could be that you are looking towards others for advice and guidance as well. But definitely, the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles combined, they make a Ten of Pentacles, which is of course completion. And definitely, when you have Pentacles in your reading, it suggests that you're going to feel security, you're going to feel stability, and not just on the outside, speaking about money or resources, but also on the inside, where you are confident enough in your skills, where you're confident enough in your knowledge and your ability to overcome obstacles. Because the Seven of Pentacles, this person knows hard work. He is also very wise, and he's also very smart. We see that he's got one pentacle sort of put aside to him, like, this is mine, I'm going to go spend it. But the rest he's looking at and thinking, how am I going to invest it? How am I going to use this money to help me make more money? Am I going to, put it in some sort of a financial instrument? Am I going to invest it, in business or what have you? It could also be, the pentacles could also be that, you're not necessarily, doing great financial, but it could be you're receiving advice, and maybe you want to share advice, and you're choosing who to share advice, with as well. And definitely, also suggests that you're becoming a bit of an expert, and that is really clear when we've got the Hierophant in the future position clarified by Justice, because the Hierophant is represented by Taurus, and of course that's also Earth element, Taurus sign, and brings stability and brings security. But the Hierophant is also about tradition, and the Hierophant is also about commitment and dependability. He likes things old-fashioned way. The Hierophant could also be, for some, a warning that you may want to start new traditions if the old traditions are no longer serving you. It could also be a warning that this is like, November is not the time you want to go against rules, or go against, things, go against traditions, or go against expectations that may be in place. Because remember that November is Scorpio season, and Scorpio is, of course, very much associated with power, and, receiving power, gaining power, losing power, using power, all those things. So it is not advisable in the season of Scorpio to have some sort of like big confrontations or what have you. If it's possible to avoid them, it's would be much more advisable. Sometimes confrontations are not avoidable, so you want to make sure that the way you communicate is very careful. Make sure that the way you communicate cannot be kind of held against you, if you will. But the Hierophant is, all about, authority, especially when it comes to sort of your soul, whereas Justice is authority when it comes to all about balance. So it does seem that the divine wants you to kind of rebalance, things around you, and also remember that you may want to focus on that inner peace. You may want to focus on kind of squaring things away on the inside, so that you can move forward as well. Justice could mean many different things. I mean, it's very well known to be a court card. It's ruled by Libra, so again, fairness, balance, all of that. But it also is about change. It could be that some change is being brought to you, like a change of job, or a friendship coming to an end, or maybe a relocation. And there are difficulties that come with that. Justice is not a punishment card. It is a karmic realignment card, if you will. It's when the universe tries to make things right again. There is, human law, and then there's divine law. And, justice is all about divine law, where if you perhaps, didn't choose to do the right things in the past, the justice reminds you that you may want to choose to do the right thing moving forward, because accountability and ownership and responsibility and kind of those things are going to catch up sooner or later. Definitely justice is also a reminder that you should focus on your emotions. Make sure that you kind of understand why you feel a certain way about different things, and make sure that those things are balanced as well, because it creates a more security, kind of more stability on the inside of you. So definitely there's a lot. The Hierophant and Justice, they are major arcana card, and when you have major arcana cards, they bring significance. And this combination here is very powerful, and very kind of like sort of in your face. It could be that there may be some politics going on. Maybe you are having sort of kind of passive aggressive confrontations with people around you. It could be that you are aware that certain friend doesn't want to do this, and yet there are plans in place. So it could be that there may be some politics in your friendships or in your relationships that may be happening. And the divine here is reminding you that, focus on traditional values, focus on what is right. You want to do and want to make sure that you choose to do the wise thing, the right thing. You want to kind of make sure that you don't do anything wrong, or try to steer clear of that, and persevere as well, and stay committed to the task at hand, stay committed to things that you promised you were going to do. And justice is also there to remind you that you want to make sure that choosing the right thing is kind of at the top of your mind, and that balance is very important if you want to progress. But definitely the Hierophant and Justice combined are a powerful combination, and there is change that is coming. And with change, it doesn't matter. Even sometimes when change is wonderful, there could still be things that stress us out, that create tension in us. Make sure that you are aware of that, and try to sort of minimize that through meditation, through perhaps writing things down, maybe writing your feelings down to help you sort those things out. But definitely stay on top of the balancing, and make sure that your soul, your heart, and your mind are sort of aligned. That creates a really nice balance. Let's see what 3 energy oracle cards I pulled. And they are Broken Heart, walking away, and community. So definitely there's going to be a little bit of a disappointment. The broken heart is usually a card that for some, I think, for most of you, I think it's going to just be a little bit of kind of feeling maybe empty a little bit. We are in November. It's been a really unusually strange, unusually difficult kind of unprecedented year in modern history for us. The things that we've had to, go through, it's not unusual to have a little bit of disappointment. So when you see this card, don't kind of immediately sort of jump to conclusions, but do remember that you need to practice compassionate self-talk. The broken heart hurt maybe from long ago, or maybe pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. And also with the Hierophant and Justice, it's also about healing as well, that combination. Vent your feelings, release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you're reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. It could be that you are kind of looking and kind of thinking about things that have happened in the past, and maybe those things cannot happen anymore. So definitely it is very normal to feel a little bit of sadness. And sometimes, in order to move forward, one has to kind of walk away and leave that negative situation behind, or leave perhaps people that may be kind of holding you down a little bit. This card sometimes indicates that you need to let go of a bad habit, or emotional pattern. We get addicted to negative emotions. We enjoy feeling them. We enjoy sort of those like self-righteous kind of emotions sometimes, even though they don't do anything but kind of continue to have this toxic energy in our bodies. So it's important sometimes to walk away. Maybe you're finished with something. Perhaps it's a career goal. Perhaps it's a relationship. Perhaps it's a friendship. Perhaps it's a place. Perhaps it's a thing. Perhaps, it's something that, the divine says to you that if you shed it, if you walk away from it, you're going to feel much more relief and much, easier. And of course, community is a card that reminds us that, we are not alone. There are other people going through very similar things to us that could understand and support us, and through sharing and kind of connecting, it makes things definitely better. Community card is about people coming together. It could be in a virtual sense, not necessarily physical. Sometimes people still continue to kind of physically come together. Usually it's like family members, or people that know each other really well, that know they're not going to pass anything along. So definitely make sure that if you need to reach out for support, there are people who very much care about you. So do reach out. And the 3 answers from angel cards are: ask for help from others, of course. I mean, that is what the divine is trying to kind of tell you. And then we've got choose a new direction, and the situation will improve. Definitely. And sometimes, in order to find a new direction that you want to go to, you have to go the old traditional route, and that's where the Hierophant comes in. So this kind of reading is actually like, it's coming together really nicely, and the divine wants you to know the situation will improve. It may seem, like you've been at it for like a century, but, things are going, good times usually come after bad times come after good times. It's all about, cyclical sort of way of life. Definitely remember that there is going to be a positive outcome. And let's see what mystical wisdom cards have for us. I also pulled 3 mystical wisdom cards. I cannot reach the third card. Okay, and so the third card is Epiphany. Yeah, resilience, rise above tribulations. Um, I feel like it kind of relates with the Sun card, resilience, because it reminds us and it reminds you that you have succeeded in the past, that you have it in your heart, you have it in your mind to overcome obstacles and really, have an amazing adventure. And of course, potential, it requires thinking outside the box. Think big. The bigger you go, the more ideas you have, the more creativity. It all comes together. It makes you move forward. And of course, Epiphany. Seek clarity. There is going to be a moment of clarity that is coming in November because, of course, justice definitely brings clarity. And I think that's going to set you free. And I think that's going to bring you relief. And I think that's going to make you feel like you can just fly, which is really, really important. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries, for the mid-November time frame. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.